Here we go. So this is episode 1 pairing. Oh, yes, it's AgileBot. We haven't got a project for AgileBot. We've got a chat room. Anyway. Hmm. Anyway, I'm just looking here at the.
You have to go in an hour or so.
Yeah. I mean, I will need to switch to focusing on local support in about now. Yep.
Okay.
So, I mean, what we've got in here is we're posting, I assume, bits of JSON to the Gitter API here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm almost kind of amazed that Gitter themselves I mean, it looks like it pretty much looks like there's no admin mechanism to delete other people's posts. Once it's in Gitter, it's always in Gitter. And we've got.
Here's something that might be useful.
Want to share your screen?
Oh, never mind.
That's the same. We're on the same site. Yeah, the REST API. I'm just wondering, like, avoiding reposting same message over Git API. And it's Gitter. But Slack and request. What we're actually really looking for is some way to avoid reposts of the same message by a Gitter bot. But do they have? They got. I wonder if they've got a chat room specifically for. Can we search? There's like 53 rooms here. Fantastic. I would like to know if you have one specific to the REST API. Gitter HQ, so many channels. Ha ha. Okay.
Really, I can't get. Sucks. There's a way to edit a message to the API.
Is there?
Yeah.
I wonder if we can get like a list of messages from.
You can, but you can't get it from a certain user, unfortunately.
No. Agile bot. Okay. But so looking at here, yeah, I would just like to get so there's URLs
that you can't get it from a user. Because we could just pull all the messages from our bot and then.
Yeah. You seem to have a thing there that was like indicating that you had like some curl examples. I'm just looking at this, the REST API. It says URL breakdown.
Developer.gitter.im.
That's where I am. Oh, it's got like an option here to show me.
Try it from the command line. Try it.
There's. Okay. It's weird. There seems to be like, let's see on the screen here. There's like curl HTTP. But I
don't know.
For this particular page that I'm on, I guess rooms resource is this
under messages resource right now, but yeah.
Oh, okay, here we go. So curl. So does that get the rooms? Which is get the messages from a particular room? Is that under messages resource?
I think so.
Okay. So this is get chat messages from the, okay, so in principle, this kind of curl would get me the list of messages from the room.
Mm-hmm.
And we would need to insert the room ID, which we've got here, like so. And then we would also need to have this token. So we've got a getter API token that's in, now what is the, go on, Brain, it'll be in Heroku.
It's in Heroku.
Yeah, for the Agile bot. I wonder if I've also got it in the, I haven't got a .env file here. I mean, the big picture question really high up is like, what actually is the best way for people to hook up? Like, so there's a guy in the chat, and he's just said, "Oh, I'm looking to do pair programming in a particular time zone." You know, he's not set up a pairing event, but he's saying, you know, anybody interested in a pairing? I mean, maybe this whole events approach that we've got, you know, is that really the best way to hook people up with each other? I think that's, you know, I guess we will see if it at least, yeah. So authentication bearer there. So that's this token there. Okay, so that gets a series of messages back. Great. And so you're looking at the message resources. Send a message, update a message. Mark messages is read. What was it? This is that you were pointing at this as the update a message as a way of doing something to it.
Not really. I mean, you could do that, but
so what does that? I mean, that allows us to. This effectively allows us to overwrite the message text. But I mean, I guess there's a thing here, like, if we can get a list of the messages in the room, then the bot could be, it doesn't matter if it could just be checking that it's not saying the same thing that anybody has said. It doesn't have to get a list of messages.
Right, you can pass a query to it.
Oh, to the list of messages?
Yeah.
Can you?
So go to it says, you know.
Oh, skip end messages before ID and then search query. Okay.
I would suggest going to the.
Oh, here we could like send,
well,
like question mark Q equals, and then I could put like the ID of the hangout that was sent there, which would probably be unique to that. And it says none of those. I wonder what the query is allowed to be.
Well, if you go look in the room.
Yeah, I had the room. I went and got the.
Do you want to get the actual?
I got this from the room. I mean, maybe that's because it's in a hyperlink, it doesn't find it. Yeah, so it found, I guess it's just not finding the contents of the hyperlink. So, and I guess this one here.
Can you pass that whole thing?
I just passed CS169. Yeah, I mean, I can find it looks like a set of messages. I don't know why I got more back from one than from the other. But yeah, we can search for an existing message, and then
can you search for that whole string pairing on CS169 homework 0?
In principle, I mean, I would probably need to I would probably need to URL encode it.
Right.
Encode.
And we can probably do that automatically in CoffeeScript.
Oh, sure, yeah. But that didn't. That's now giving me a. I mean, I've probably been rate limited there by the look of it.
Oh,
I don't know. We'll see. Q equals pairing.
really?
It's encoded. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, it's showing me some rate limit headers. No, it's just saying bad request there. Anyway, I mean, at least in principle, we can.
Well, what I would do is
Go on.
I guess you're not too interested in working out exactly.
Well, you muted there, and so you said kind of like what I will do, and I think you were typing, and Google helpfully muted you, and I didn't hear what you said, and then I
said, I guess you're not interested in working out exactly.
I heard that bit, but there was a thing that you said, but not interested in working out exactly what the exact URL.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I am. I mean, I just at the moment there, you know, I if I select clearly that there's some sort of search that we can do like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not clear why I couldn't just search for the entire thing. Maybe there's a limit that it places on how long the query string can be. I mean, I did take exactly that text and I URL encoded it, but when I mean, I can paste you these. Do you want to like be running these curl things yourself and playing with them?
Oh.
So this is the one. This is like returning a set of messages there. I mean, almost more than curl, it would be nice to be just doing it in a kind of JavaScript environment, and then we could easily work out like how many messages were being returned there and what have you.
What if you take like the first so many characters or whatever?
Okay, I'll try. Yep, for some reason, it doesn't seem to be liking maybe the kind of URL encoding that I've used was inappropriate. Maybe it's just expecting to have like, I mean, I guess I could just put spaces. I guess I wonder if it's because I've got the HTTP thing inside quotes. New. Yeah, at the moment it doesn't seem to be enjoying receiving. Like, I mean, if I take it right down, let's try it with even just like pairing on with one that's like a URL encoded space. No. Maybe that's just the way that the space is encoded is. I mean, I think maybe it's only set up to query on single words, possibly. I don't know. It's not even. It's not finding anything with pairing on it. Huh. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure why it would. I mean, I was just trying to match there on the Hangout URL. I mean, it's matching on this person's kind of odd long name, but it doesn't. You know, I take the same. I take the. I think maybe it's doing. Is it just doing? Is it only doing like free word search? Like it's like segment, but it's segmenting. I have a feeling there. It may be only. You can only search for like single words that themselves exist with like spaces on either side or something. Because like when I do a search for pairing, which is like present in the room, it just comes back with nothing. But when I do a search for with, it comes back with lots of things. if I put like, I think CS169 when I previously searched on it, yeah, comes back with lots of stuff. I tried CS98HW0. It won't allow me to have a space in the. Okay, so CS9 space. It's really weird. Pairing %20 on %20. Yeah, like if I include the first word, I don't know if I misspelled it or something. Huh. It's weird.
What are you saying now?
Well, like for example here, like if I do a search for CS169 %20 homework 0, right? Which I'm searching for a substring of it that gets some matches.
But not the whole thing.
But if I search for the whole thing, or even if like look, if I search here now for on, like this happens to have on, space thing space like that, then I get nothing back. It says like, yeah, that was fine, that was a reasonable request, but no, we don't have any of that. Which is, mildly odd to say the least. So I guess I wonder, is the query get messages around ID, including this message, get messages before ID, skip end messages, queue search query. Message schema. ID of the message. I mean, there's also a user resource. Can we get all of the users' messages?
I don't think so.
No. I mean, I guess, can we search by the user ID? Like, do we know? Like, we must have
It's not going to give you anything, though.
Well, I don't know.
There's no way to, from what I'm seeing, there's no documented way to leave messages by users.
No, I agree, but it might be the case that like we don't have any documentation here to indicate like what this query is over. It says search query. So like conceivably, look, if I go back up to, let's do.
Oh, you think if you put in the username of the
conceivably, I mean, what's it matching again? So if we look at here, there's the ID of the message. Like like presumably the ID of the user would be in here. I don't know. It's got the message.
There should be from user somewhere in there.
So we've got HTML. That's the HTML. They've got sent from user ID. So this is the, oops. So that's the ID of the user then. So now if I do a search for, yeah, that doesn't return anything. So it's not, that was just an idea that it might be matching over those things.
Yeah. Doesn't do it.
No. Oh, it's got a, but it's also got a username. Hangouts notifier. That doesn't get anything either. But so that's the username. I wonder, have I got a Hangouts notifier? Like, I wonder if I could just like log into GitHub with this. I wonder if we've got that information stored anywhere. Let's it's like Hangouts notifier. Oops. Okay. Can I Hangouts notifier? Adventures. No, this one. This one. I just like tries to talk to him. Hangout notifier. Oh, open profile. Hangouts notifier. Okay. That's interesting that he's only joined on February 11th. Huh. So we've got this guy. We've got a Git API token. I guess the question to ask Sam Pretty is, say, hi, you are well. Do you have a password for the okay, apparently there will be in the near future. Okay, the password for their account. Bum 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 bum. Oh, thanks, Mike. Good to know. Is there a room to discuss API stuff? Oh. API. Specifically, we're trying to prevent a GitHub bot reposting same message. Message over and over, given there is no way to delete any good ideas about using the API to prevent that. Okay, anyway. Oh, bonk. Okay. So, I mean, sort of, we can, in principle, we can search through these messages and look for. I guess each of these messages has been given a unique ID. So that's like for the first one there. And yeah, the initial hash is the same as there. I mean, you know, in some ways, you know, if we just get the last 50 messages from the room and we just iterate through and check that the text, okay. Right. We're not trying to prevent people from posting, just adjusting bot behavior. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, hoping to avoid adding fate to bot unless completely necessary. For the time being, we might just load messages from room and check existing text. Text a message and check if the message is not present. Okay. So I guess our little hacky solution will be to I mean, I guess the other thing that irritates me about CoffeeScript is like I would like an environment in which now to just sort of so these people are now yeah, that's fine, Eric. I think we are good to get ourselves to sort ourselves now. But so can we have like a CoffeeScript environment where we can like try out bits of CoffeeScript and just like do them?
Yeah.
Or, yeah, how do we get a CoffeeScript like play environment?
Node.
Really, we'll just like.
Maybe I'm just totally wrong, but Node.js, REPL, CoffeeScript.
Node and CoffeeScript in Node. Don't run CoffeeScript on Node. You can either type coffee minus C example to compile, followed by simply type coffee.
Yeah, just type coffee.
Right, but that will run a script. I would like to have a like CoffeeScript. Yeah. Online CoffeeScript interactive console. CoffeeScript.
I think actually, if you
can you just type CoffeeScript? This is somebody else's thing there. Can I just type CoffeeScript on the command line?
Maybe.
I do brew
There's apparently a CoffeeScript compiler for Node, which if you install it, installation. Let me.
It looks like maybe Node has a. What's this? REPL.coffee. How do I start a CoffeeScript?
Here, I did it.
What did you do?
I can't.
Yeah, I can't see a screen.
npm install -g coffee-script.
Okay, so
we'll put a coffee bin in your user directory.
npm install. What was that?
npm install -g.
Yeah.
Coffee-script. And it'll get you coffee cakes.
Okay. So then what would I do? Just coffee. You just run coffee.
Coffee.
Okay. Okay.
It'll give you a REPL.
Okay. Awesome. So then, like, presumably, one can just do this, like, request equals require request. I'm guessing if I have it locally. So now I'm kind of in a CoffeeScript environment, and I could potentially do. I mean, these are sort of all weird, aren't they? Like, just trying to understand this. So right, that there is a, but so, you know, I can just do like a request.get, and then I guess I have to have, so I could do a request.get, and then I could put, for example, I don't really care about the query. Let's just get the recent messages. And then we need a couple of headers. So it would be like that. No, we would need. Like that. And it's interesting that this indenting for form and auth and stuff. I mean, that's got like that's like a thing to handle the response. I don't know if I can just hit return here and then do the auth operation. Okay, here. And so it does this. And I guess that's hitting here. Just I'm going to tell. No, I sort of assume that this is going to come back and tell us that you can't have anything, but I can't actually see.
Well, I think you have to have some function to handle that, right?
Right, and then actually do something. Good grief.
Because node is basically all asynchronous.
So it almost, well, it seems like the REPL is almost, we would have to construct a multi-line what have you anyway, which is that we would get the chat messages and then so we would need to put the auth in bearer, get that API token. Like so. And then we've got this like payload. And then so the question then here is how do we manipulate the payload in order to get out the, I mean, we effectively want to loop through the payload texts to see if any of them are a particular match. And so I guess and this is
a way to debug from in here.
Well, yeah, it looks like it won't allow me to do multi-line strings within this REPL. It's kind of what were we saying about if I just want to run a piece of coffee
on the name of the
in the name of the file. So
that may compile it though. I don't know.
coffee utility handles. Is it just a brew install coffee? Weird. How can I run? Yeah, okay, so coffee and to just compile. So coffee, all right, okay. So that seems like coffee, what did I call this? Gitter. I don't call it text. Well, anyway. Unexpected indentation. Ah, It doesn't like my indentation. I thought it required indentation.
Yeah, I think it does.
Yeah. Why would it let me remove the text thing? You annoying. Okay. Get me a coffee. No. Sudo, get me a coffee. Yes, I will do it immediately. Is it the wrong kind of... do you have an idea why that indent is not working?
No.
I just have to get something for somebody.
Let me say it again.
The code. This is the code here.
Hmm. I mean, this is the practically what do we think that represents?
Well, I'm just sort of following here that they had this, you know, request post, and it's passing. Is that
Is there
because
a comma at the end?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, because that's an argument, right? These are multiple arguments.
Right, and maybe actually I would have been able to do it from the REPL if I had understood. So are there other places that need commas? Well, that needs a comma there.
They need the comma probably after the quote, right? Not before it.
Yeah. Okay, now it's saying it's unexpected comma there. That's interesting. I mean, you know, this code, I guess. Huh.
Can I?
You want to see the error message?
No, go back to the original code.
This code.
See, that's like on a different indentation.
Yeah, you're right.
Than what you have.
Yeah.
That's out to the auth, yeah.
Right.
It's out to auth.
Is that the auth? I don't know that it is.
Oh, it is. It's all the way out. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that actually dumps the stuff.
How many did it dump?
I guess we could find out by doing this. 50.
So it dumps you 50 by default, I guess. Probably.
Yeah. I mean, presumably we could, like, I guess then we, like, the question would be CoffeeScript. If we got like a nice way of doing loop to find text, or loop to find, what is it? We've got a series of hashes to find match in hash.
Well, is there a debugger that we can invoke?
Maybe. So we've got like, people doing like a coffee. It's like, can we like CoffeeScript find in list of arrays, querying an array of objects, CoffeeScript. Is all people doing? Are they not? Underscore JS. I hacked this up quickly. Interesting. The people they're all saying like, that's interesting. They're all using like like modern JavaScript has, you know, like things like inject and so on. I wonder if there's a.
Well, it's just returning JSON, right?
Yeah, yeah. Filtering arrays. No, this is yeah. This is the thing I'm looking for more. Is like doing filter. So you've got we can like. But so in principle, I could get this like. So the payload we pass the body. So the payload is an array, and then we could say something like filter, and then we do this, and then we want to ask if we filter, and so this is then a message. So then we have a message, and then we want to ask about that message. So this is the you know like is it equal to some text? So for example, we want to get m equal. Did double equals in CoffeeScript? Who knows? Like this.
Yeah.
And then that gives us nothing. Oh, no, because it would have to be m. And I assume we look up the text like this. Yeah, there you go. So this would be a little thing that would check for the presence of, like, so in fact, this thing here, if we then say like matches, and then we do like console log matches.length, that will effectively tell us if some has been posted already. So oops, matches equals. Right, so that tells us there. And so if we want to turn this into a method, so this is like, so this wants to be, will that work if I tab it? No, it won't. I should put this, let's open this in, I've got this in here. Get a coffee. So if we tab this in and we stick this on the top, so we kind of, this is now, let's go here, here, there. So this is like, we say existing getter message, and that's then the message. So message would go in here.
Right.
And then is that, how do we actually do it? Can we just like, I guess if it's very Ruby-ish, then this would return true or false for this. So is that I define it and then, look, Ma, I'm programming in CoffeeScript. What sort of?
You need to inject the channel too.
Well, I'll leave it hard coded for the moment. So does that work? No. So that's, I guess that's drop me an error message maybe. Or has it? Why has that ended up giving me all of that? Is there like a return statement required?
I don't think so, but maybe coffee. You have to have one.
I mean, maybe I'm doing it entirely wrong in thinking of it in terms of returning. I guess none of these.
Can you go back to it?
I mean, I was sort of assuming if I defined it and then subsequently calling it, this was the right way to call it.
Well,
I guess maybe is it like
I think it's not going to like return
it's
that.
not going to return that, is it? I guess it kind of what it has to do actually is it's kind of we can't return this thing because this is a it's gone out to the network. So this is we can't rely on it returning this. So what we would have to do is we would have to specify some operation that was then called when this happened. So we would go like, I mean, I guess in the first instance, just put console log there, and then call the thing itself. What it's returning is whatever that returns. So there, it's like but then we can, in principle, put in, other messages that we might say, is there a, well, this would be the interesting thing now, is if we,
Go on.
Yeah.
Are you looking in Slack again?
Sorry, people are asking me questions which I don't know how to answer. Let me get this. You could take it up with. Let me just turn off. I'm in session. Okay. But so I guess here what we want is we want like a partial match. Like at the moment, it's going to require. Well, actually, and I guess we'll see. Like if we just drop this full text in here, like now because we're doing our own search on our side, that might just work. True. Yeah, it found that. So I guess we've basically hacked up a little thing there that would, I mean, the simplest and hackiest thing would just to be insert that into here so that, just to increase the level of nesting, so that all of this only occurs if right. I mean, it feels like that's kind of horrible, and there should be a way in which to say we kind of want to say, okay, we have this method which is already perfectly long enough. We would like to say, we would like to pass this method and then call it with these things. And I guess we can just do that because they're primary. Yeah. So it would basically be like this. And then we would say, if matches length equals like that, and then we would, do they have like tail recursion? I mean, do we let's just pop that at the end? Anyway, so then we would do operation channel message. Yeah?
Yeah, if that's all it takes.
And I guess then, if we define, we could just check for that. Whereas if we define operation equals, so operation equals channel message, and we just put we do console.
You're gonna have to.
Yeah, you're gonna have to have like a little pointy thing. So we just send it a thing like that. And the operation channel message, console log message
shouldn't get called.
You think it will get called?
It shouldn't with what you have right now.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, let's pop it in and see it not get called. It didn't get called. Okay. If we have it, if it's greater than 0, and it does. Yes. Okay. Well, I have to say that this has been yeah, I'm kind of like, ooh. We could
all right, you want to pop that in there?
I guess I do.
Low and
So I mean, we now have, this is like, this is a mechanism that is basically called, it's our, again, on our, of course, because we're very keen on, don't do that. So this is like, we want to, this is like, it's kind of like existing, existing get a message.
you can do
Can we call it avoid resend or something? What would be a get a message resend like that? And so then we would want to do these other things, which are like, oh, it's interesting. Look, it takes the channel thing, but then it actually hard codes it. Okay. So the right
pass it in on line 57.
57 here. Well, yeah, and we could, I guess, like what we should sensibly be doing here is it should be this and then channel, shouldn't it?
I don't know if that's, if you go down, what are you actually passing?
Well, this is,
Go down.
sorry, I'm just going to go like send.
Well, I'm not seeing the actual.
No, the original request. Sure. Send, get a message.
What is being invoked?
Safe. Unquote, avoid repeats.
Can you go down?
Oh, I will. I mean, so the send get a message is like down here, and it's like sent it room. I think it's like, and then it's then ignoring it. Like if we look at here with the get a message, channel is then not mentioned in here again.
I would just hard code it the way it does, because the API is expecting an ID and you're passing in something different.
Well,
maybe
if
it's
we look
hard,
at
maybe code it right.
Well, we can see what what room is referring to here. So it's like, so the room is like find project for Hangout. Okay, yeah, and I think that
is channels like some struct or something.
Yeah, I think what it is, the get a message. I mean, I think the get a thing is like it's sort of halfway towards making it set up to like possibly work for like flexibility of posting to different getter rooms, but then it's just like, no, let's just go for the hard coded one. So I guess, yeah, to follow that, if we just hard code it and we put the bearer in like that, and so then, yeah, so we'll just send that, and then so in principle, the change would be, so what is this? We've got, it's scrums we don't care about. It's all, if it's pair programming. Well, we've got two things. There's one for the Hangouts notify, and there's another for the Hangouts video notify. And the video notify doesn't go to Gitter at all. Fine. So the send get a message here, we now have send get a message, avoid repeats, and then we have a comma, and we say send get a message like that, right?
I would indent that last line there.
You would indent that last.
Oh, is that? Oh, that's all one line.
That's all one line. It's just you know, wrapped.
Wrapped. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and in fact, actually, I mean, we could avoid one layer of complexity in the first instance by just saying, well, we kind of, if this is send get a message, avoid repeats, why even have that flexibility? And let's just, you know, do what it says on the tin, which is send the get a message, right? So there, if matches it, so yeah, that basically does it, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Why that?
I guess I do. I'm inspired now because I think I've grokked a bit more CoffeeScript to say, right, that would be really interesting to find out what a good testing environment for all of this would be.
Yeah.
Like, is there like a BDD CoffeeScript thing and stuff? Yeah, interesting. Get status.
Very
git commit minus am.
Basically made for Rubius.
Right. Hacks up to avoid.
Though with ECMAScript 6 now, there's like not as much compelling reason.
No, that's
like,
true actually. Yeah.
Unless you just like the Ruby syntax.
To avoid reposts to get a room.
Because ECMAScript still has the curly braces. It has those nasty Java. Javaisms.
I tell you, I'm reading the rest of the testing object-oriented drivenly growing thing, and it's like all this. I'm like, oh my god, the whole, all the stuff, all the lovely succinct RSpec, like the ceremony they have to go through, and like they're like, oh yeah, and it's like now it's so readable compared to like normal Java, but it's still like, oh my god, it's, I don't know if you looked at it. Git push origin master. Okay, and I guess I've got to start this local support thing now, which you're more than welcome to join if you're interested.
No, you're not deploying it. Like
I know. There you go. So we'll just sort of see now. I mean, if it totally breaks, that's not a bad thing because they're not supposed to be pairing yet.
Is that Free Ranger sending messages?
Yeah, Armando has just like done an extra late edit to his video, and Free Ranger had done the transcript for it, which he's now editing. And anyway, we'll see. I've tried to like plug them into each other.
What channel is that in?
That's in the ESOS Video Managers chat. Anyway, cool. Well, if I don't see you in the local support thing, will you be around tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and we'll have the meeting with Charles, and yeah, probably more things to chat about. Cool. Thanks, Michael. I will see you when I see you, which might be very soon or might be tomorrow.
All right.